Hey everyone, in today's lesson we're going to be learning how to play the song Living on a Prayer by Jovi. So let's get started. Alright, first things first guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. I put out a new video like this every single Tuesday, so you don't want to miss that. Second, make sure you download the PDF transcription of this song. You can do that by clicking the link in the description of this video. And lastly, make sure that you have your drumsticks so that you can actually play along with me as we work our way through this lesson. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing to cover in this song is the introduction. So it starts with this slow synthesizer fade that's not really in time as far as I can tell. And then the bass guitar enters with finger cymbals. It goes ching, 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 okay? So what you're listening for at the start of the song is that bass guitar, because once it starts, it's playing the riff. It's going to play 4 bars, and at the end of the 4th bar, so the 4th measure, we're going to play our opening drum fill, which is 3E and a 4 and shaka-daka-daka, and those are all played on the snare. So if you want to mimic the finger cymbals, you could play the ride cymbal bell, or maybe just tap your hi-hat foot on quarter notes. That's kind of up to you. That's not a true drum part in the recording. So try playing these 4 measures of the introduction with me with the drum fill. Here we go. So next up we have the verse section. Now this is an 8th note rock groove on the hi-hat, and there's some slight variation throughout the song. The kick part sometimes changes a little bit, and every now and then we have this little 16th rhythm, ta-ta-ta, played on the hi-hat, as well as some open hi-hats. So to practice this, we're just going to take the first line of verse 1, so the first 4 measures of verse 1, and we're just going to play that over and over a few times because this has both the 16th note syncopation on the hi-hat as well as an open hi-hat at the end of the phrase. So grab your sticks, try playing this first line of verse 1 along with me. Okay guys, wonderful job playing through that verse section with me. You sound great. The next section is the pre-chorus. So this is the part that goes, we gotta hold on to what we've got. Okay, so we're kind of building the energy to the chorus. We're doing an open hi-hat now, and it's still just an 8th note bass groove. So there's nothing too complicated going on until we get to the last measure of the pre-chorus. And we're going to be doing a snare and tom fill that goes with the vocal line, we'll give it a shot. Okay, so we're following that syncopation, da, 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 da. So it's 2 dotted 8th notes, da, da, da. So remember, when a note is dotted, it makes that note longer. So a dotted 8th note, instead of just being 2 16th notes long or taking up half of a beat, a dotted 8th note is longer. It adds half of that 8th note's value to it. So it now takes up 3 16th notes or 1.5 beats. So you're playing 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then we do a flam on beat 4. So I'm going to be playing the first rack tom for the first 2 hits, da, da, doom, doom, and then moving to the floor tom, okay? Try playing this pre-chorus with me nice and slow. We'll go through the entire pre-chorus 2 times to make sure you have a chance to get that rhythm down at the end. So here we go. All right, next up we have the chorus. So in this Bon Jovi chorus and in many other Bon Jovi songs, the drums are going to move to play on the ride cymbal bell. Now, the pattern varies a little bit throughout the song. Chorus 2 is actually a little harder than chorus 1 in this song. So we're going to, of course, look at chorus 2. So the main kick part, it's like a 2-measure pattern here. It's 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to notice that on the 3rd measure of each line in chorus 2, there's an extra ride cymbal hit added with that kick drum syncopation. Ding, da, ding, ding. And that's going to be on the ride cymbal bow, not on the bell. And that does happen a few times throughout the song. But generally speaking, the chorus pattern on the ride cymbal is just quarter notes. And then this chorus 2, it actually ends with some extra syncopation. We've got some dotted quarter note hits. Living on a prayer, 2, 3, and that sets up the guitar solo. So we're actually going to practice playing chorus 2, so the first 2 lines, so it's 8 measures total, and then we're also going to practice those 2 measures that kind of help set up the guitar solo section, which will be the next thing we learn. So let's play this chorus 2 section nice and slow. Grab your sticks. We will go through the entire thing 2 times. So here we go. Woo! Fantastic job, guys, playing through that chorus 2. I know it can be a little tricky sometimes to play those quarter note patterns with the right hand. If you're used to just doing steady 8th notes, this definitely causes some issues because then the 8th notes on your kick drum don't always match up to your right hand. So that is definitely challenging if you've never tried it. So just take your time practicing that groove. This next section, the guitar solo, is very, very similar to what we just played. The guitar solo section is 9 measures long. I like to think of it as 7 measures plus a 2-measure build at the end leading back into the final pre-chorus. The main difference between the guitar solo and what we just played in chorus 2 is that the guitar solo features this offbeat crash rhythm every other measure. 1, 2, and da ba doom da shoom doom da psh ka psh. Okay, so we're hitting those offbeat crashes. I like to use my left hand for that. Psh, ga, psh. That way I can continue to play the quarter notes on my ride cymbal bell with my right hand. It makes it, just to me, easier to play the bell with more accuracy that way, rather than moving away from it to hit the crash every time. I also don't have a right side crash on my drum set, so it's just easier for me to play that with my left hand. But you can play that however you want to. There's not really a right or wrong necessarily. So we're going to play the entire guitar solo 2 times, nice and slow. So grab your sticks and play this one with me. Okay, now we're into the final pre-chorus of the song. Something really neat happens here. If you look at the end of the line, you're going to see that the time signature changes. It's now 3/4 instead of 4/4. And what that means is we only have 3 beats per measure. And this happens on the measure where we have the lyric, "Give it a shot." So previously in the song, during that section, we've played that rhythm, do, 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 and then ended with the flam on beat 4 to set up the chorus. Well, here, it's just like you just take the flam away, and then that's the 3/4 measure. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, give it a shot, whoa! And then they do the key change, as if they weren't already screaming high enough. It just keeps going higher, okay? So try playing this pre-chorus with me. We'll go through the whole thing twice. It's just 4 measures, so nice and easy. Here we go. Okay, now we've made it to the final section of the song. Congratulations, chorus 3. And really, this is just basically one long chorus that keeps repeating until the song fades out. But I didn't want to skip over this because there is some additional syncopation that happens on the kick drum here. So what we're going to do is play chorus 3 and chorus 3 continued is what I titled that section. So it's going to be 2 lines and then 2 more lines. So 16 measures total. And what I want you to do is look at the end of the line, on that second line of chorus 3. So you're going to see this extra rhythm here. Doon, doon, ga, doon, doon, ga, doon, doon, ga, psh, psh. Doon, doon, ga, doon, doon, ga, doon, doon, ga, psh, psh. So it's a really cool double kick fill at the end of that chorus. And then we go into chorus 3 continued. At the end of the first line, we have a dotted 8th 16th rhythm on the kick. So remember, the dotted 8th note takes up the first 3 16th syllables, 3, E, and. So then that last kick drum is going to fall on doon, doon, ga. So that measure would sound like this. Doon, ga, doon, doon, ga, psh, psh. Okay. Similarly, the last measure on the second line, so right beneath it, has the same dotted 8 16th rhythm, but it's at the beginning of the measure. So it's going to go doon, doon, ga, doon, ga, psh, psh. Doon, doon, ga, doon, ga, psh, psh. All right, so we're going to play chorus 3 and chorus 3 continued. We'll just go each through that straight through. So grab your sticks and let's play through this last section. Here we go. Okay, fantastic job, everyone. You know what's coming next. Get your sticks ready. Now we're going to try playing the song all the way through from start to finish. Give it a shot with me. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That was really bad. I actually did not do that on purpose.
Time
Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I put out a new video like this every single Tuesday, so you don't want to miss that. Lastly, if you'd like to support me and my channel, you can go to my website, jaredsantos.com, where you can pick up a JC logo t-shirt, or you can purchase my drum book, The Santos Drum Method. I wrote this book for my private drum students, and it features video demonstrations for every single exercise in the book. It's over 100 videos, so you can check that out as well. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.